Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice apple and mango juice. So welcome back to the game, and in a previous episode we were doing some more building and also altering our policy to make the punishments a lot longer and a lot harsher. That's why solitary is normally at least half full. We also discovered our first gang leader. If we go over to gangs, and we can see that the Bone Breakers has 2 gang officers, and there is Burrows, the leader of that gang. So yeah, in this episode we want to continue on with the building, and also there's been a bit of a game change. I would love to say that this is something I discovered myself, but no, it was actually left on a previous comment, so thank you for that. Just goes to show that even after a decade of playing the game, every day is a school day. Either that or I'm just an idiot, actually, all of the above. Anyway, basically, if we go over to, it's not actually this bit, but we do need to change the common room and the not yet built gym, which we'll get on with later on in this episode of building that. Change that to not staff only, to shared, so the inmates can actually have access to it, and you utilise the facilities. I also want to sort of flesh out the common room as well. But that's not the main focus of this one. Like I say, a bit of a game changer here. If we go over to our reports, we can see the gang rehabilitation. Nobody is interested in it. There might be 1 or 2 people interested in a couple of these things, but basically it's it's not really something that anyone's bothered with. Now, someone did comment, and rightly so, to say that actually the reason for that is our policy. It's called privilege, and if we go over to that, we've got our privilege policy. Now, in most of the series where we've had gangs, just by default, because of the sort of difficulty curve that we're trying to achieve, we've always gone with either high risk or supermax. Having low risk gang members is just, well, if we've done it, it's been a while. But yes, basically the problem is we only have supermax inmates, and supermax inmates by default on the privilege policy, they don't work any programs. But if we change that, we can then go back over to programs, and there you go, gang rehabilitation. People are now very, very much interested in that. So yeah, that is now working, which means I'm going to probably go ahead, and once I've fleshed out the common room, built the gym, and also done the faith program down here, because if we go right to the bottom of the programs list, we can see now 26 people actually want to do that. So yeah, I'm going to build the chapel first. Is it a chapel? Yes, it is chapel. So we'll do that, and it hopefully means that we'll have a lot more gang members who are reformed. It also means obviously we have to do tattoo removal and that sort of thing. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Anyway, over to, actually, one thing, a bit of a bookkeeping here. Over to the walls and doors. People suggested that we put in a door access to these cells at the back. Now, I'm not convinced, because that means it's just one door out from the wall. However, I do understand the need for guards to have more ready access to the centre here. So in order to do that, and to, it's a bit of a compromise, but everything in life is, I guess. What I'm going to do is put in a couple of these doors. So large door at the back and large door at the front. It means the guards will have keys and access to that. Also means that the whole thing is overlooked by the sniper, who will not take kindly to anyone trying to escape. Anyway, let's go over to here, and then to walls and doors and brick wall, and I'm going to put in the brick wall like so. I'm going to go over to rooms and the chapel, which will go in like so. Objects, and then altar. Do I want to put the altar at the bottom, or do I want to put it on the right? I think I'm going to put it on the right, just because we can, really. Can we only get one? Yeah, we can only get really 1 row of pews. Actually, I'm going to remove that and bring the altar down a bit. Actually, do I need to do? No, I don't need to do anything, but yeah, that's how we're going to have it. And then we've got a big row of the prayer mats. So they're going to crack on with that building. And obviously we'll be able to run some more programs. It does mean that the gang rehabilitation, you can see we've got 21 in the queue. It means I want to probably build this, and then put some more flooring in, and probably go for a clone down the bottom. Yeah, it's probably what's going to happen. When it comes to gang members, obviously we want to do gang rehabilitation. The problem is we'll have to then figure out how many people have actually successfully done the gang rehabilitation. 150 per session, one places, and it's only 2 sessions. And it says it's easy, which is pretty good. And it should be run in the psychologist's office here. So, yeah. In terms of money is not terrible. It's currently 32,000, nearly 33. If we go over to grants, we can click up cell block C here, just for extra grant there. We've also got some power export coming in as well. I would like probably to have in, how much was that? It was power export, 4,430. Maybe another row of wind solar hybrids will take it up to a maximum of the of the 5,000, which is what is possible with the sort of default non-modded version. I think you can get mods to increase that, but we've only got 2 green energy goals left. One of them is, oh, look at that, green energy goal 8 is 30 hours remaining. Player must not use a power station for 10 in-game days. And oh, okay, and I know what's going on here. I can already see the flashing there. This is going to be to do with a gang leader, isn't it? Yes, the leader of one of the gangs in the prison is currently being punished. It's your choice to proceed, but all of their gang members are going to cause a lot of trouble. So, just for, most people will know, but we'll mention it as a matter of course. Basically, what happens is if a gang leader is being punished, then the heat level will just, there you go, one gang members are furious. It's basically going to max that heat level. So you have a couple of options. You either basically put up and shut up and just wait to see what the inevitable is on that one. Sometimes the gangs can kick off, sometimes they'll just do a bit of grumbling and walk away, but normally it's the former rather than the latter. But yes, basically you can either do that or you can just end punishment. I've just went the end punishment route because I don't fancy this thing burning down, so we'll see how we get on. Anyway, chapel is currently built, so we're going to go to programs and right to the bottom here, and we got faith program, which I can start. Our prisons look a little bit untidy. That is indeed the case. I'm going to hire a couple more janitors, actually, because people have pointed out that we are only running 2 of those. And the faith program is going to go in. I believe also you've got, where is it, parole hearings, spiritual guidance. So you've got faith program and you've got spiritual guidance, which is a curious one. And I don't know why the faith program is run by, where is it? Students sit, repeatable, gang members can attend. Run by spiritual leader as a spiritual guidance. The first one is, spiritual guidance is 20 sessions, whereas faith program is only 10. So I don't know why that is the case. It just sort of is what it is, really. Anyway, so obviously people now have access to the common room, which is handy. The chapel is now built, and apparently it's eat lockup, and apparently mainly bacon is on the menu. Alright, do I need any more kitchen staff? Let's have a quick look. I think I've got 6, no, I have 8 actually, so no, I don't think we do need any more than that. Okay, fine. I don't know if I need to change this jail door here to have remote access. I think, yeah, we might as well. We'll have some remote access on these ones, just because the other staff members may need access to that. Just double checking the phone taps. Yeah, I need to connect up those like so. And then the door control system will connect up to the door swivels. So that's all now in. Okay, good. So here is the chapel. The program is being run, which is very handy indeed. Alright, where do I need to go? Well, for a start, I need to go to some power here, electrical cable, and I'm just going to run it in like so, over to some flooring, and I'm going to put in the extra tiles. I went with just concrete tiles around here, and I don't know why, just it is what it is. We'll do that just so the guards have sort of more ready access to that. I'm going to go ahead and connect that up as well, which is good. And I think I'm going to go with some flooring. So flooring, concrete tiles here, and concrete tiles are going to go right to the back. People have mentioned in Solitary we should put some showers in. I mean, we could do, but because they're all shackled up, I don't even know if they can use them. But I'm not gonna bother with that one. I think I'm going to go with iron floor though, just for something just a little bit different. And there we are. In terms of this one, what shall we go with in here? I think I'm just going to go standard white tiles, truth be told. So white tiles in there, same in here, and I'm going to do the full thing. And there we go. So it's basically a clone of this thing. And white tiles are going to go in here, and also, don't know, I'm going to go tiles in there. No, I think we're going to go with some wooden flooring, and we'll do that. Also, speaking of flooring, I will probably have to put in some more flooring around here eventually, but I think we'll leave it for now. Okay, fine. Over to intelligence and informants there. We can see we do have ex-gang member there, and the problem is finding ex-gang members in this list. Let's just see. Oh, there we go. So 2 people have finished the gang rehabilitation, and 0 have passed, so that's a bit of a shame. Alcoholics group therapy we can run in a common room. I might as well start that off. It's only 2 people, but yeah, fair enough. And then breathe therapy, led by a teacher in a yard, and you need a gym mat. Okay, all right. Well, we can do that, so let's go with gym mats. And where do I want to put them? I think I'm just going to put a massive row down here and then up that side as well. And let's go ahead and prioritise that, wait for them to be done. Then obviously we'll sign up for that programme, behavioural therapy, psychologist in office. No, we've already got the gang rehabilitation, so it's not going to happen. What else do we need to do? I do think that maybe tattoo removal. No, they're not actually at this stage. They need to do the faith or gang rehabilitation first, so that's fine. Fight club we're not going to bother with. Breathe therapy we've talked about, so that's going to work on that one. Staff programs we are running. Don't need to do guard taser certification, so that's all fine. Okay. Just seeing the cash flow is good and bank balance is good, and that's only with 1/3 of the maximum amount of gang members, not maximum amount of prisoners, because obviously we can have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 reformed prisoners all told. And I'm thinking, when it comes to parole, I'm thinking maybe changing this to parole, but it's a bit too short. Small, rather. Let's have a quick look. Parole is a 5x5, if my memory serves. It is, and this is only a 4x4. That was going to be security. At the moment, it's just what we're going to call like the airlock. So, yeah, it means that the inmates in here can't go back through it. So, yeah, we will see how we get on. Still running, obviously, with wind solar hybrids and all of the forestry, which is handy. Taken a while for the gym mats to be installed. Have they been delivered? They have. And, Green Energy Goal 8 has been completed. That is to run 10 days without any other form of power other than green energy. So it means that I did mention about maybe getting some more stuff in and around here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle that utility, and then I'll put in the solar there, then the other wind, and then I'll bring that down and maybe put a few more in. This is probably going to break half the grid, so let's see what happens there. Could make lots of money if we added a death row into the prison, yes indeed, but it's not really within the scope of the build. Obviously we can do expansion, but that's a future us problem. And there you go, gang rehabilitation. We're now on 23 in the queue, 4 finished, still a 0% pass rate. So we're trying our best, and it's working better than previously. And when I say working better, it's actually working now. Like I say, because of that privilege policy alteration that we've done. But it's still not looking ideal. A reform, we're on an average reoffending rate of 88%, so that makes it probably the worst facility that we've had in a while. But, it is a gang facility, you can sort of expect that. Anyway, over to programs, and we're going to go down and see if we can find breathe therapy. Oh, it's only 3 interested now. I thought there was more than that. But we'll start that off. The more policy, the more programs, the more better, really. Obviously, it does cost us money to do this. Spiritual guidance is 10 in the queue, 4 finished, 0% passed. Faith programs 7 in the queue, but nobody's passed that as of now. Let's see. Most of this is set to be, that's all fine, and this is good as well. Let's go ahead and put some more things in the common room. I'm going to check out our needs, and is there anything that we really need? So there's a bit of a clothing need, but it is prison architect, there's always that. Spirituality, no, is fine. Literature is okay. Luxuries, yeah, well, we're not really going to have much of that one. I think, actually, literature is something we're a little bit short on. So we could build a bookcase, but let's just put in, I'm just going to put some books in here, like just across there. That should suffice for most of it, because there's only a tiny need for literature, so that's all right. Anything else we can do in the common room? Arcade cabinets, which is they're pretty okay. I'm going to put in a row of 4. I'm going to put them in both sides because it's going to be, let's say, a bit of a clone. We've already got TVs. We've got some pool tables. Not going to put any radios in. Not that we can't have radios, you understand. It just means that Yeah, if you have events on, you can get the radio host event, which riles everybody up. I mean, they're already riled up, but yeah, I don't really bother with that one too much. This is computer stations. It caters for the literature and comfort needs. I don't know what comfort needs we have. Oh, actually, there's 0 comfort needs. Do I bother with it then? I don't think I'm going to bother, truth be told. How much is it? I think it's 500 a piece. Oh, it's only 200 a piece. Okay, what I'm going to do is have a row of computers that side and that side, and obviously we'll have it over here as well. And these are electrical. We need to wire those up. I'll let the guys crack on with the building, however. And I do think we need to put some flooring in. We need to put it in the top and bottom. How much have we got? 20 grand. Okay. Wood flooring is probably going to cost about 7. No, 15. Okay, that's not happening. There's no way I'm spending that amount of money on that one there. It's 50 a tile. What's the next best option? I think we're going to go with maybe some green carpet. That's 15 as well. Okay, what is actually a reasonable price? Iron flooring, mosaic. That's a classic, isn't it? We'll go with the classic mosaic there, and going to do a similar thing in here. This is going to be the gymnasium, and then in security. What do I want in security? Well, I'm going to go with cargo floor in the centre here, just again for something a bit different. And then in security, normally we go with wooden, but that's going to be insufficient funds, is what it's going to be. So we can't do that one. Metal floor often looks okay, and it's relatively inexpensive, so we're going to go with metal floor. Often, well, for the majority of the time, we don't even bother putting the flooring in, because, you know, by default you get concrete floor, which is walk speed, fast, and it, you know, it looks a bit bland. It is just an aesthetic thing, this, so yeah, we don't often focus on it, but I'm well aware that it's probably something we should try and change up. Over here, I'm just going to go to utilities and to the wind turbine. And wind turbine can go in there. The solar panels can go in there. And apparently I've got 2 wind solar hybrids. Oh yes, one was delivered for free. One was taken out from there. So that's what's occurred there. So that is fine. And do I want to build any more? Well, even if I did, I don't have the cash to do it. So yeah, there's the end of that chat. I guess we can look at the tracker pilot scheme. It's probable that we can get it built. So we need a health monitor. We need a tracking monitor. It's in security, I think this goes. I'm just going to put it in there. Then we need a router. So again, it doesn't matter where it goes. It can go there. And then we need a medical box. Let's go with med, and it can go in here. And that's now fine. So over to intelligence, and where would it be? Security, and do we have any vulnerable? Just hill. I guess I'm just going to say you. Yeah, I just need to assign, yeah, trackers to them. Okay. My mind falters like falling away like a wet cake. How do we assign the tracker monitor? Okay. That's why. So basically, the actual console hasn't been installed, even though it was ticked on the left here. It's not installed, so we don't have access to the tracking yet. I'm just going to prioritize that, and let's see what happens there. And prioritizing that has made it so that the floor is getting put in. We have a fatality here. That is David Cahill, and it says they're young, but they're actually, well, they might be, but dead, murdered by a prisoner with a barbed wire bat. Okay, well, we found the bat, owned by Hughes here. Paul Hughes, lockdown and solitary. That's 4 hours and 16 hours. Wow, okay. Attack prisoner, serious injury, murder, found weapons, and looks like the metal detector is going off as well. Anyway, max speed this out, and I can see the monitor is being installed, so now we should have access to that. So intelligence and tracking, and there we go. So I'm just going to say you can be assigned, you can be assigned, and you can be assigned. no other reason than because we can. And there we go, that is that grant completed. I will say remove, and then finally remove. And let's see if it is actually removed, because often it will glitch out. And you know what? It seems to be working as intended, although... Yep, there we go, it's all been done. Excellent. So the medical box can be dismantled, the health monitor can be dismantled. Sadly, I'm going to be dismantling the tracker monitor, which is going to plunge the entire facility into darkness, because there is an electrical cable that goes under that. So yeah, all of this is going to turn off, which is fun. Let's just build that in and then prioritise that. In terms of grants then, we've got things like reoffending rate, we've got reform through education initiative. I mean, we're just going to basically go with the one that gives us the most money up front. I don't think any of the others really are worth it. 23 in the queue, 10 finished, 0% have passed the gang rehabilitation. So, yeah, obviously that's brilliant, yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to go with manufacturing facility just to get the 20 grand. We'll never complete it, but yeah, there we are. Successfully reformed 15 gang members into ex-gang members. Yeah, it's in progress, and there's the end of that chat. So, I'm not too sure what else we can really do. Over to informants, and we do have some potential CIs here. So we'll recruit informant, and that will do for now. Okay, so we've done a bit of an improvement in the yard. We've done some similar things in the common room. It's just the gym really now. So gym, it's pretty simple to build. You just need basically, I think it's gym mats and weight benches. Yeah, you don't even need the boxing rings, which is a curious thing. There is treadmills in the game though, but I don't know if we are going to bother with that. Let me just find this boxing ring, because I'm going to put them in. Apparently not. There it is, boxing ring. And because of the size of this thing, it means they actually fit in pretty well. So we're going to do that, and then we do need some weights benches and gym mats as well. So gym mats, I'm just going to put like a row of 3 like that. Obviously we've got these gym mats in the yard anyway, so yeah, we don't really need a lot of them, but this should go all right. And there we go. So a bit of money spent, but spent in the right place, I believe. Over here we have got a bit of an issue in the fact that this is not connected up to anything at all. I'm gonna have to run it across and then up like that. I think there's been a bit of a disconnection. You can see they're all in different colours. Okay. What's up with Cadwell here? It's got a marker on them, but it does say not much is going on. They are suppressed. Okay. Fair enough. Over to shake down all sectors, and let's search 321 places. When I think back at the previous series where it was everything under one roof type of thing, where permanent lockdown, and there was over 1,000 places, and it was only on a smallish map. It's a lot of things found there in the last 24 hours. We've got things like a stun baton. We've got drills, even though it's been thrown in over there, but they shouldn't have access. Ooh, I was going to say they shouldn't have access to it, but apparently they do have access to that. It's probably want to put these doors in, so I'll change all of that so it's now correct. And anything else that needs to be staff only? I don't think so. Okay, fine. Raise prison capacity to 100. We're on 50% of that, and we're also getting in some more inmates. Just going to double check here our programs. We can see spiritual guidance has not worked. Alcoholics group is ongoing. We have 23 in the queue, 12 finished, 0% have passed the gang rehabilitation. Okay, well, not too sure what we can really do about that, but I think we are going to leave it there. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have progressed on quite nicely, I believe. Certainly seems to have turned a corner when it comes to at least running some prisoner programs. I mean, it isn't effective in the slightest, but at least an attempt's been made. I don't know if we need to hire any more staff, or basically where we need to go from here. I'm thinking more gang members. I'm thinking just basically cloning these here and going from there, really. More gang members, more money, more better. Yeah, we've got obviously three grants on the go, and only really one of them, the gang welfare, that we can do sooner rather than later. The cell block C will be done when it's done. It'll require these to be built, plus this one, but that obviously requires more money, which is something we are... Well, we're not lacking. We're on 28 grand, but minus 6,000 per day. I'm thinking that's just because we've spent loads of money on some flooring, which is not something we often do, but yeah, it is what it is. Either way, hope you have enjoyed this bit of Prison Architect. It has been somewhat eventful and quite illuminating. Let's see how we get on. We can see people are now working in the gym there as well. But yeah, we're going to leave it there for now, and next episode I'm going to go ahead and build some more cells, I think. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the video and the series thus far. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.